guys, for coming to my channel today. This is Mira. Today's topic is very exciting. We're going to talk about half price grocery bill. Before we started, we'll talk about something funny. It is from this book that I got it from my son. It's hilarious little joke stuff. What did the turkey say to the ham? So go and think about it. When you get the answer, go and write it down on the comment section and I'll tell you the answer in a minute. So today's topic is half price grocery bill. So you'll be wondering, what are we gonna do about it? Do we need to cut a lot of coupons and discounts item? We need to look around everywhere online and on the app? Absolutely not. It is super simple. I think you'll be fall in love with this. So let's keep watching. So I'm gonna tell you all the 12 exciting lists for you. Out of 12, my favorite thing is 1, 2, 3, and 12. And the reason is that it is extremely good and extremely important, but you do need in the middle too. But without 1, 2, 3, and 12, it's kind of weaky. So let's go and talk about number 1. Number 1 is pantry shopping. I think you heard about it before. I love it. The reason is pantry shopping, I always do it on Tuesday. The reason is sometimes we do grocery shopping on Wednesday, sometimes we do grocery shopping on Saturday. When I look at the pantry shopping, I pretty much like tuck it in on the look at the pantry and I see what do we have. I have a lot of grocery stuff right in front of me. All the leftover used stuff, I've been using it for this week. So I think this is a good idea to make this video for you today. So when I do the pantry shopping, I don't just only look at the pantry. I also look at the refrigerator. I also look at the freezer too. So the reason is you don't just eat all of them from pantry, you eat it from the refrigerator and freezer too. You might as well look at all of them. When you look at it every week, it's super easy, it's super fast. So after you did the number 1, you know what you have and what you don't have from pantry, refrigerator, and freezer. And number 2 is you're gonna go and create their running list. The reason I call it running list is like the grocery shopping is never gonna end until as long as we live, we're gonna be eating. So we cannot control ourselves that, oh, this week we're gonna finish shopping, well, delete it, let's go next week. That's not how it works. So let's say, for example, when you run out of the ginger or when you run out of the garlic, you want to have it on your list. Running list, I usually write it down as it say, running list, right? It keep running. So I usually put it on the computer Excel sheet and write it down. And then later on, I realized the whole family member is just kind of relying on me, all of them. So I want them to get involved and participate what we need and what we don't need or what we don't have. So I put it on the refrigerator and I tested it on the piece of paper and they write it down, but which is great. But then someone we at the grocery store, we kind of forgot to bring that paper to the store. So how are we gonna resolve it? Instead of me writing down everything on the Excel sheet, I asked my family member, go and write it down on the computer. I show it up, this is the list. You're gonna go and write it down whenever you figure it out you need something. And number 3 is extremely important, which is why that what day we're gonna eat what, which is pretty much we call it meal plan, right? Meal plan is like, okay, Monday through Sunday, what are we gonna eat? My meal plan is pretty fun and pretty exciting. So I'm gonna tell you what it is meal plan. So on Monday, you wanna do a chicken roast, right? So you put the chicken and salt, little pepper, and you put the onions a little bit, and you're gonna roast the chicken. The chicken roasted, right? So Monday dinner is already taken care of. But then Tuesday comes, so what are you gonna do with those whole chicken? Did you finish all of them? I bet you did not. But at least my family didn't finish the chicken. On Monday dinner, I usually take it out the piece of chicken that everybody gonna eat it, and I save some chicken left over a little bit, and I saved all the bones too. And then on Tuesday come, I use the chicken bone into make a soup with some chicken and also with the noodles. So it's becoming like chicken noodle soup. On the Wednesday, what I do is that I cook another meal. So for example, like pork chop. Let's say I cook the pork chop with tomatoes and I make a meal out of it, and then there is some leftover, I save them. So on Thursday, I call it buffet. I don't call it leftover day. Nobody's gonna eat it leftover. So I call it buffet. Hey family, let's come and eat the buffet. So they love it. So they come and eat it and they'll have some pork chop and some chicken rolls and some chicken soup. On Friday, usually in the past, I always went into the trap. Like on Friday, when I was working on the different company in the past, on Friday, I was like, oh, this need to relax it. Let me just go to order something. Let's go out somewhere to eat. We trying to stick with this thing. We trying to go ahead and make it Friday. We trying to make an appealing feast. So what I mean, like maybe I make something like pork belly. I cook the fried chicken. Or I cook the Burmese dish. You know, something that sounds appealing that make the whole family excited about it. And Saturday is kind of weekend, right? I try to stick with something super easy. So which is like, it could be chili, mac and cheese, or something that is super easy that I can cook with. Or spaghetti. On Sunday comes, then what I do is I call it flash sale. Flash sale means anything and everything we don't have. We have leftover. For example, like this guy, drop it over here. This is like a cauliflower. It's kind of pretty, a little bit lonely and sad. So we cook all of those too. We don't throw away these leafy thing on the cauliflower. So I'll use this on, you know, make a soup out of it. When I'm gonna cook a chicken, I put it inside of it, chop everything up, and become a very healthy cauliflower chicken soup. So when you have a day plan very well, there's nothing gonna leak between it. Number 4 is like consolidate the list. So like you haven't gone to grocery store yet, remember? We haven't stepped on the soil of the grocery store yet. So consolidate the list, which means that, let's say you have like a 20 grocery list, but we cannot go 20 lines item into the grocery store. I think we're gonna be broke. So what I do is like, let's say I'll have one leftover like line, right? And I say, can I keep this line the whole week until next week? I think I probably can, right? We don't eat lime like chewing it. So we probably can keep it. So even though I need lime, I don't need it this week yet. I need it in next week. I can wait for this week. So this is on the running list, but I don't need it in this week yet. But this is on the running list, which is the grapes. But I need it because my family has to eat grapes every single day because they like it. So I'm gonna have to buy it. So when you kind of pull it away, you kind of know which is, even though they're on the running list, you kind of like separate it into like, consolidate into what is important now and what is later. We have 1 apple left for the week. Today is Friday when I'm videotaping, which is perfect. So we can eat it on Saturday morning. So that will be our running list. I already put it there. That is on the, we're gonna buy on this week. So the egg is all full. So even though it is on the running list, I'm not going to buy on this week. I have a consolidated list for every week. Those are the major lists. Let's go. 1 is milk, and 2 is eggs, 3 is apples, and 4 is oranges, 5 is banana, number 6 is grapes, and then number 7 is green vegetables. It could be tomatoes, celery, broccoli, cauliflower, you know, entree, bok choy, kailan, anything. But I buy 2. Depends on what leftover last week. Number 8 is protein. It could be chicken or pork or ground beef or different types of chicken cut is cheaper than other cuts. Number 9 is like either onions or garlic or ginger or bread. Remember, all. This one is, I'm not going to buy onions and garlic and ginger and bread every week. I may buy it on the week, then next week, 2 weeks, I will not have to buy it. Number 10 is the spices or chip, lime, cooking oil, cilantro, or pepper. So like spices, I do not need to buy spices every week, and I do not have to buy chips every week. I do not have to buy lime every week. I do not have to buy cooking oils every week. I do not have to buy cilantro nor the pepper every week. Number 11 is the fruit. If there's special fruit that my son and my husband wanted, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. Number 12 is like, for example, cheeses and yogurt and dairy stuff. If I'm running out of it, I'm gonna buy it. Number 13 is I put it on the loose end, which is like whenever things is on sale. Like for example, the egg is on sale on the week. Then I can hold the eggs. I can keep the eggs in the house for like 2-3 weeks, right? So I might buy on sale eggs. Or it could be meat. It could be chicken. It could be ground beef. All these sometimes do their flash sales, and I will just buy them. So like these are my 13 items, 13 lists that I usually stick around and I flip around. Number 5 is I don't usually cook meals with my eyes anymore. I usually cook meals with what the nutrition is. So when I make a chicken soup, I put the celery, right? Celery, and I put some carrot, not all of them. And when I cut the carrot and celery, when you see this, it's whole carrot, right? I'll clean it up and I'll make it into, cut it through in the middle, and I chop it into another, so I'm make it into 4/4, and I make it into chop it teeny tiny pieces. And then that way it'll make it more volume. Same as the celery. I don't usually like cut it into like into pieces. I'll do this, right? And I cut it through like three times, boom, 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 and I make it into small pieces, and it become more volume, and it's kind of easier to chew anyway. Number 6 is budget. Like budget is like, you don't do the grocery budget though. Put the numbers in the line item in the monthly budget so that way you know what is your grocery budget. So that since I have my numbers like from 1 to 13, I already know what they are, so I cannot ballpark my numbers all the time. If it's a leftover save this week, then I use it for next week or maybe next 2 weeks. Number 7 is choose the grocery. So you want to choose the grocery, which grocery store you want to go and why. Don't just go there because it existed, you know? So, I mean, you can definitely go and choose around wherever you like it. You know, I'm not saying you have to go one grocery forever in your life. You don't have to marry the grocery store, but you can just go everywhere you want. But just like, you know, pick and choose. because of 1 week, I don't go like 10 grocery store to save money. Hello, gas fees too. So I'm just gonna do like 1 grocery store all day. Stick with it, done, bean. But it doesn't mean I don't go anywhere. Sometimes I send my husband to Walmart if there's something that I need it. Or sometimes I go to Publix if there's some fruits that my son loves it. So it depends on the thing. Number 8 is, do you want to shop online or do you want to shop at the store? I'm a kind of like the store person, but it doesn't mean that I will never go and shop online. If something is save you more money for you if you shop online, then go and try that. And let me know if you're saving more money online. I'm still thinking about it. And number 9 is the reason I like the when I have to tell you though, you choose a grocery store that is best fits for you, is that because like Aldi is they have it twice as nice. Like if something is really bad, if you come home with something, I make a video about how to return anything. So like for example, when you come home grocery store with a lot of like gingers are super bad or something wrong with the ginger, I mean at the beginning part of it, you can definitely return it and they give you the nice ginger and they give you the refund money cash back to you too. Number 10 is like Fetch Reward, or if you have any other app that you use it, if you can save some more money, go ahead and try that. It's kind of like more extra things that it saves you more extra money, you know. I use the Fetch Reward. So whenever I finish it, I put the code here for you if you want to scan it. Use my code and you can earn some point too. So by doing that, you get some point, and at the end of the how many points that I will turn it into $10 or $20 or whatever, and I change it into a Chipotle gift card or whatever gift card that I can use around it, something that my son would love, or me and my husband can use, and then we use it into as a gift card so we can buy things whenever we need it. Number 11 is definitely avoid the processed food, which is mean like already chopped onions, already chopped celery, already chopped pineapple. I feel like when you buy them, I kind of like feel like you get less and they rotten very fast. So you might want to cut them yourself. It's kind of soothing to me. It's like very soothing, like strategy. You just chop vegetables and you just cook them. It's just very, very rhythmic. And number 12 is extremely important because like number 12 is like it makes people into a deep hole or stay in the happy zone. So what does it mean is like when you use a credit card, how you pay for it? Are you paying with credit card or are you paying with cash, right? I pay with credit card, but I make sure that I pay off that bill right away on the same week. I don't wait for the payment due date or statement due date. This is like a feeling to setting up for fail. So I don't ever do that. I do on the same week or next day. I just pay it off right away. But if you cannot control the credit card bills, I suggest that you use the cash. And I have a bonus for you, which is very exciting. So our neighbors have this thing. I'm visiting their house and the apples smell really good. From compare with the store one. Wow. Compare with this is from their house. Somebody give it to them and they give it to us, or from their plants, from their gardens or something. This is from the store. You don't smell anything. This is from them. It smells apple. Oh my god, that's totally different. And so we got like if you can see it. Like we got like this much. I'll count it for you. 2, 4, 6, 8. And this one is huge, isn't it? So funny. Oh. So I think like my son was very excited for this one. This is huge. So like it's 10 apples. So we don't have to buy apple this week. And they also have a special thing. They gave it to us from yesterday. And look at this. They have like a papaya. It smells so good. Oh my god, papaya is so good. So like they love my son. And look at this. What it says. Can you tell? La la. Ta-da. So this is kind of 1, 2. Oh my god. Smells so good. 3. So like these are passion fruits. And it doesn't look good. It like kind of like shrinking alien. But when you eat it, I think it's a little bit sour, but my son loves it. It's a passion fruit. And it's supposed to be very healthy. And it's super expensive at the grocery store. I don't know, we live in Florida. We go to Publix and they sell it for $3. I mean, I can't afford to buy it, $3. But I buy it for my son. Not every month, here and there I buy it for him. But this is like, they love my son, so they give it to him. So we don't have to buy special fruit this week either. I don't usually buy special fruit every week though. I buy here and there to make sure that my son is healthy and happy and everything. So they give it with this little nice Sephora bags, and I think it's really nice. This is all the great stuff, and you know, the bonus is like if someone neighbor giving you free, take it, and if you can give something back to them, go and do that. It's just like blessing sharing all around. And they also give this one too a few weeks ago. It's still alive, and we have to chop it up and like make it out of it, eat them up. So thank you, neighbor. We really appreciate you. So do you remember what was the answer? What did the turkey say to the ham? The answer is, drum roll please. Nice to meet you, with the meat spelling M-E-A-T, meet you. Well, thanks for coming to my channel today. I appreciate you, and enjoy half price grocery bill, and I'll see you in next video.